It's nice to have you with us for another clip. As you know, myself, just like you, we all have obligations and responsibilities. It's always being we're always being inundated with many events, and we get congested with responsibilities and commitments. Therefore, sometimes this alternates, just like the seasons alternate, and the days within one season they also alternate as well. So they're not also all just one uniform, but this changes as well. And we may have more obligations and responsibilities some days more than others. We just had, actually speaking about that, we had a big eventful weekend as well. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mentioned him before, and I'll mention him again. He says aim big, aim for the skies, and aim big, which is fair enough if you want to do that. And we've seen this over the weekend. I have to point out Habib in the UFC, a good brother and champion in the UFC, for his work and his dedication as a sports person, athlete, and now as a coach, and worked very, very well there to perform and to have Islam come into the UFC. Similarly with Ian, Ian done a good job as well there, being a sportsman with Islam, and everybody else from the teams all together coordinating just beautifully as sportsmen and respected people. So we appreciate them and their works. Although it was, they had a lot of things to juggle. Thinking big and having big, there's a lot of things. We have a lot of commitment and responsibility. Sometimes it gets a bit heavy, and you've got to sort of juggle it all. But it is doable, and it is manageable. And also we end up with Dana White, who's experienced in the UFC, and he managed this well. He had a lot on his plate, and he managed this with good coordination as well. So never, we all get inundated, and we get all this burdensome stuff comes on us, and we sort of have to juggle it all. But you have to do your best. It's called managing and using your management skills. But you can do so while you're looking, going big. You can go big in your jobs, in your entrepreneur, in your studies, in your businesses. Double them and triple them, and go further than that. It's all about just increasing and finding ways that work for you. So, but I mean, go far. Make sure you look far. Look for the highest peak. The sky's the limit, as they say. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he pushes this a lot. So therefore, I'm referencing him. You have a lot on your plate, and you've got to juggle with a lot. Just aiming for the skies. This is in business or in sport, it's pretty much the same. You've got a lot of a lot on your plates, but you also go higher than normal. So you've got your actual aim. The aim is 100 kilos. You want to bench press in weights, but you try to aim for higher than that. You go for 105 or 107 as you push. Your standard is a bit higher than that, and don't just stop at the main at your main target, which is 100 kilos. If you come down and you can't make it to 107, but you come to 104, that's excellent. 103, that's excellent. 102, 101, even that's excellent. Even if you fall to 100, that's excellent. And if you slip a little bit behind that, you end up at 98, you haven't got long to go anyway. But the main thing is you've got heaps on your plate, and you aim for the skies. You aim for the maximum. You want to push it out as much as you can. So make sure you push it out and you hold it there. Push as much as you can. And although it's going to be burdensome, as we said, but it's about managing it. Now your management skills come in, and your priorities come in, and your commitment level will be tested. So these all need to be in gear. Put them all in gear. Your commitment and your patience, your endurance. We know this in sport, and business is similar as well. As an entrepreneur, you're going to be tested. Your patience is going to be tested, and your endurance is going to be tested. And how you manage all this, what you have on your plate with the office and your work and your children and your wife, and these ones are demanding, and these ones are asking for extra, and there's a special situation or a special occasion that just come along, and you have to manage it all, including your own health and your own well-being and your times, and this all adds up in the end. But this is where management comes in. So aim for the skies, work hard, and keep on pushing, and make sure the standard is higher than what you actually intend. Okay, so it's 100 kilos, make sure it's at 105 kilos. It's $100,000 if you want to count it in finance. If it's $100,000, aim for 120,000 then. Okay, or 110 or whatever it is. You want to push this season or this term or whatever more than the last one. It's about pushing those barriers further than that. Keep on pushing and pushing with the responsibility, but you need to manage this, because with this aiming for the stars and aiming for the skies, even if you end up at the level of the clouds, that's still excellent. But it comes with management as well. and our commitment, and will all be tested, and we need to hold this at that. So if you can't go further, I always say, at least don't go back. If you can't go further to your aim, well, at least don't go back. So this time, last week you reached this, whatever it is, the outcome was that. Don't go behind that. Don't go behind. You have to go further than that. You have to go that a little bit of extra than that in the times in the times that are coming, or at least don't go back. All right. So be sure to manage everything, manage it well. Strive, and look big and think big, but manage it all. And there was, like I said, there was a good display over the weekend regarding these. There's multiple things that people have to juggle, especially in a tight type of situation, or congested type of a situation that everybody needs to. We'll go through it, one way or another. But this is all achieving. This is how you grow. It's about managing this. It's about striving, sustaining, enduring all these hard moments, while aiming for big, or going for big, or looking your standard as a high point, and that's how we will grow. This is how it happens. So I'm wishing everybody all the best in this. Take it on and try to endure it in the best way you can, and we'll touch up very shortly regarding all these matters. Take care for now.